What's up, boys and girls? Back again like I never left, man. What's going on? You listen to Just My 2 Cents? Welcome to the UFC 290 pregame. I don't know how many people are going to show up for this. And if I have to just rage by myself, by God, it wouldn't be the first time. Certainly won't be the last. But welcome. If you get a chance to stop through, smash the like button on your way in. Come on in, have a seat. Got a few more burning questions to ask you. And then we got the UFC 290 ceremonial weigh-ins and stare-downs coming up in little less than half an hour. So join me, won't you? Pull up a seat. Have a casual talk with your old bud. And tell me what's on your minds. What's up, player? What are you thinking? What you know good? I'm going to put the UFC 290 official weigh-in results up on the screen on the banner. If you get a chance to check my last stream out that I did earlier today, please give that a like if you wouldn't mind. I covered the official weigh-ins. They went off without a hitch mostly. Jalen Turner was the last fighter to weigh in, and he did miss weight. So that was probably the biggest takeaway. Like 97, 96% of the fighters look good. And I was pleased. This pleases me. The weigh-ins pleased me with what I saw. So, yeah, man, it was a pretty good weigh-in. And the stare-downs are coming up soon. It's the ceremonial weigh-in, so everyone is going to be pumped up. And I'm getting a little excited myself. But that's what this pregame is for. Get hyped up. Got a few more burning questions to ask y'all. And, yeah, just talk about these fights. Whichever fight is on your mind the most, or whatever's on your mind the most, just let me know in the chat, man. Turner is a bastard man. Because Dennis is a bastard man. Yeah, dude. Turner is not a greenhorn either, man. He's got a bunch of UFC fights. I think he's a welterweight. He got knocked out by Luke and was like, nah, fuck this weight class. But he's like, what, the tallest welterweight or one of the tallest welterweights? Or lightweight. Jesus, it's crazy to say that, dude. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't like, he's like one of the tallest lightweights, and yeah, it's just not good. He needs to move back up to welterweight. Is what I think. Weight miss increase or decrease confidence? That's a tough question, man. I think it's a good question. It's tough to answer. I think it really depends on the fighter. I think it's going to like go case by case or vary case by case. For Turner, it's just pure speculation. I think it's probably not great. I still sort of favor Turner to win, but I say it all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to lose. I don't like it for sure. I'm still going to pick Turner. So yeah, you can say I'm biased a little bit. So I'm hoping it doesn't, but yeah, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't concerning. At least he didn't try to cut anymore. But I think it is just kind of one of those, like, I don't know if it was a purposeful one. Like, it could be. But if it's not, man, if he didn't do it on purpose, it's kind of bad. Because, like, oh, you tried to do it and you still, like, were 2 pounds off. But I can see him doing it kind of on purpose. Like, oh, Hooker's, like, one of the better fighters I've fought, other than, like, Gamrot, I guess, other than fucking Scamrot. But it all depends on what your temperature is on my Tausch. But I'd say that Hooker is objectively probably the best or one of the best fighters he fought. Now, Hooker is also, I just don't think anything has changed on the Hooker side, though. Like, I think Turner is still, like, going to be a little faster. Turner is going to be a dude that I'm going to be keeping my eye on coming up here soon. I want to see how he looks at the stare down, see how he is rehydrated. And, how he's looking, because he's a big fucking dude. And he's going to have the reach advantage. Not a crazy one. I think it's like 2.5 inch reach advantage. But, yeah, I think he is the faster striker. I think he has better hands. I think he has quicker hands. I think speed's going to kill in this fight. So I still have Jalen Turner, but if Hooker grapples, I think he can have success. And I think that weight miss could affect – I mean, it probably will if it goes to the later rounds. You'd have to think that Hooker would be the fresher guy in the third round. But it all just depends. If he did it on purpose, then he's straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be like really – he'll be like, nah, this is starting to suck. And we're just going to miss. We're just going to take that cut, that 20% cut. I'm going to knock this motherfucker out and just get the win. Just call it square. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's pure speculation, but that's just kind of what I think. What's up, Lobby? Welcome back. Appreciate y'all coming back, man. Pulling double duty. It's, we got 8 people in here in the last stream. So yeah, we can get about the same. I'd love to get 10, but I get it, man. There's a lot of people streaming. The streams are going on. People just we'll just go straight to the stream itself. But yeah, ain't nobody streaming this shit right now. So yeah, come on in. You want casual toke, Lobby? I know you like to vape/smoke weed. Yeah, dude, this jelly pancakes is really fucking good. Been having some high times here. Smoking on this shit all day. Cheers, boys. Where's that fan? There it is. I got a little fan that helps get the smoke out. Set this up real quick, but yeah. So, man, I got the burning questions for the chat like I always do for the weigh-ins. And we got through the first couple. If anybody said just my hair pulling out, you got a winner. You know what I mean? But it's a legit pullout. Like, he has a brain condition that he's going to have to get surgery on. So, legit, like, no bullshit. I hope that dude has a quick and speedy recovery. Because that sounds incredibly serious. And, yeah, that sucks. But good call catching that shit. I mean, you just almost don't even want to think about what could have happened and what maybe has already happened. It's like, golly, good thing they caught that. Like, yeah, no shit, Captain Obvious, but like, for real. It's not crazy to say the shit might have saved his life. It's just wild, man. Talking about some fucking Dennis is a bastard, man. The implication. So they are in danger. I'm not saying anyone's in danger. It's the implication of danger. All right. Sorry, I had to set that fan up. So what up, bully? What are you doing, dude? Stuffing little nerds in gym lockers cybernetically. What's up, Zach? Terrible job by the UFC, though, of all people to pick as a late replacement. Yeah, man, they just made the decision that they were going to. I don't know if it was necessarily their decision, but it just is what it is. There probably is a quota that they have to fill for ESPN or not ESPN, Endeavor. So that's what I say is the main reason. Other than that, there's no reason to book a Josiah Harrell yet. You normally probably want to let a guy like that get like 10 or so fights. But they're pulling these dudes up 3, 4, 5 fights sometimes. 6, 7 fights is nothing. So fuck Bo. Bo Nickel had how many fights has Bo Nickel had? What Woodburn and Harrell, 7 fights apiece. Golly. But yeah, man. About 15 minutes till Zach. If you want some of this jelly pancakes, you're welcome to it. Yeah, word to the wise, man. Not like I need to tell y'all. This is more for new people. Any new peeps. I had a couple new people come through 2 or 3 streams ago. But yeah, this is how everyone was looking pretty good, except for these apples. I would say physically, Esteban looked the worst. But shout out to him, man, because he actually made the weight. He just didn't look that great. But of course, I have him parlayed. And of course, if I had waited like 43 seconds, I could have got a better line on him and Jesus Aguilar. But you know what? There's a clout bet anyway, dude, because that's what I do. I bet for clout and for fun. So this is my parlay. And these are my dogs. So I want to know, man. I would say my favorite dog this week is probably Gomes. I'd say it's probably Gomes. Now, I thought that I had bet her at 310, but this line actually jumped like while I was making the bet. So I got a pretty good line on her. I mean, Pantoja, he's my favorite flyweight, so it's a little biased. I feel like a little bit of like a homer kind of picking him as my favorite dog. But like, yeah, probably Gomes. That's one I feel like the most. It's tough, man. Because a lot of people are on Pantoja. Some people are on Gomes too. Like, shout out to my dude Patrick from Addicted to Combat. He's on Denise Gomes as well. I think we're about to cash that shit. But yeah, I'd say Gomes. Tied. Gomes and Pantoja are tied. But who's y'all's favorite dog, man? Who's y'all's favorite parlay buster? And then on the other side of that, who's y'all's favorite? Those are the next questions. It was Volk. So I got Volk, and Turner was last of the scale. I did not predict that. Turner missed weight. Harold pulled out due to potentially life-saving medical issue. I got that for y'all too, but for right now, who is y'all's Parlay buster and most confident favorite. Zach, Noah, and old Lobby. Zach is rocking with Kirk. Well, I'll tell you what, dude. I don't try to make too much of the weigh-ins, as you know, but hey, Lana. Yes. There is plenty of room for you to get up there. Don't even front like you can't just hop up on that windowsill. But yeah, dude, he looked way better. He did look real good at the weigh-in. So it's like, if you're on him, whether the weigh-in, like, I don't think the weigh-ins make that much of a difference, but you don't feel like worse about it, you know? I mean, I think it actually benefits a guy like Kirk, though. Like, might help with his, like, gas tank, you know, durability. But I think this is another one where I kind of think speed's going to kill. But best of luck to you, Zach. Who's your favorite? Oh yeah, I know you were on the Kirk side. But yeah, he looked good, dude. My most confident favorite. Look at this card, dude. Weigh-ins in a few minutes here. UFC schedule. I'm gonna have to go with. And maybe thank you. I think he's gonna GMP Chairez. I think Chairez is gonna be tough to sub, and I think he's smashing his face. And then we get the wonderful tagline. So yeah, I'd say Tatsuro for me, or maybe Nichols up there too. Nichols is one of my more confident favorite picks. Although I'm kind of hoping that Woodburn catches him just because I think it would be insane. Because some people would be really fucked up mentally. And a couple people out there would be fucked. Potentially monetarily, but nah, man. I think Nickel gets it done. Probably one of my more confident picks. Whitaker, I think, wins, but I think Dricus is live, so I'm not going to sit here like I do think Whitaker wins. I think he's a better fighter, but Dricus is live, so Whitaker is not my most confident pick as far as a favorite. I'm pretty confident in Volkanovski too, so I'd probably say like I'm happy, thank you, Volk, and then Nickel, but still like I'm like 85% sure Nickel gets it done, like 90% sure Volk gets it done, and well, maybe not 90. No, I'd say. Let's see. I'd say 80% on Volk, 75 Nickel, just because he's so inexperienced, and Woodburn's probably the heaviest handed dude he's fought. I guess I don't know, man. But Tatsuro, I think he's just a legit prospect, and I think he's gonna. Dude, he's young, man. He's like 23, 24. And I think we're gonna get another glorious I'm happy, thank you. And I can't wait. I think it's gonna be sweet. But yeah, that for me, that's what it is for favorites. Now, dog, yes, tied between Pantoja and Gomes. But Gomes for clout. It is a chalky card, Noah, for sure. Lobby likes Nickel. Okay, nice. Kirk, then Dogs. The last 3 fights, Dogs are live. Yeah. Kirk for your dog. It is. I agree. Favorite Kirk, Crute, Jim Crute. He could. Favorite prop Turner inside the distance. I didn't even ask that, Zach, but thank you. Nice. So Volk and then Kirk for Zach, nickel for Lobby for favorite. It is a very chalky card for sure. Well, that's what you get, dude, if you fucking cyberbully everyone and people fuck with you back, man. You know what time it is. What goes around, AOF's around, dude. I know, dude. You nervous? Does that make you nervous? You and Noah, like, y'all fucking rib each other so much, man. Y'all spend so much time going at it to be on the same side with that's funny, man. That's funny, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna say Tatsuro and then one of those two. Now who's gonna steal the show, man? Will Bo Nickel smoking Val Woodburn really steal the show? Will Gomes beating Haragui really steal the show? I mean, for some hardcore people, I think that'll, like, some people will definitely be stunned, and I'll be really fucking ecstatic. But I don't think that's necessarily going to steal the show. I think it's going to be something like probably an upset in one of the title fights, which I think both dogs are live. Like I'm pretty sure that Volk wins, but it's like 80. It's like I'm at like 80%. I give Yair like a decent puncher's chance, but I just think Volk. The dude has literally like beat respect into me mentally because I'm such a Holloway stan, and he just like humbled me and Max. And it's not like Max wasn't. Max isn't like too cocky. Like he's a pretty humble guy for the most part, but. No, it was definitely a spicy trilogy, and Volk got the best of it. But yeah, man, I mean, Max had Yair in some really bad spots on the ground. If that's Volk, man, I think I'm just feeling like we're going to see like Alexander Volk Madoff. You know, I think he's just going to fucking Frankie Edgar him. But if it's on the feet, man, Yair is live to knock him out, and I think Dricus is live too. But yeah, I think a show stealer. Like, yeah, if Dricus chins Whitaker and then it's Dricus out and hops up on the fuck, you know Adesanya is going to be there, right? Let's talk about that. Less than 10 minutes out. We know Adesanya is going to be there. So there's a lot on the line for that Coco. The winner of that fight's probably getting the next crack at Stylebender, and he's going to be in the audience right there. So if Dricus fucking chin checks Whitaker or clubs and subs him, and then hops up on the cage, and him and Adesanya have a little dust up, that's a show stealer. I think that if homie Pantoja chokes Moreno or knocks him out, I think that's potentially a show stealer, because I know he's going to be just so emotional and charged up, dude. And the main event, yeah, if Yair knocks out Volkanovski, shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. I know he will be, yeah, he'll be ecstatic, and that's a show stealer too. I mean, that's the fucking main event. That's not like a hot take or anything. Obviously, the dog winning in the main event, a fight that big, yeah, for sure, it would be Yair, but it would be one of those, yeah. I mean, I know that's a real square take, but it's like those are the three biggest fights. Those are the three biggest moments. And yeah, Woodburn, that's a show stealer, dude. Like if Woodburn smokes Bo Nickel, that might do it. Honestly, like I don't know, man. That's y'all tell me, dude. For I feel like for the MMA Twitter, and then for like the Dome, again, shout out to the Dome, man, the greatest group chat. Shout out to the General. Where, dude. With our circle of barrages, I think that Nickel, like Woodburn chinning Nickel, would be one of the bigger ones. But yeah, other than that, it would have to be, yeah, Coco Pantoja or Yair. Speak of the devil, man. Shout out to my dude, the General Alex Ramirez, the leader of the Dome. I hope all is well with you, my dude. Shout out to you, man. Glad to see you here. Yeah, just having a little pregame, dude. You want some jelly pancakes? So yeah, boys, I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those, man. Divided United. Divided United. Golly. It's funny, dude. DDP and Seaman lock. I mean, Dricus is super live, man. Whitaker does not have the greatest chin, and he's very powerful. So if he keeps, like I said, each fight for him has been a incrementally tougher level of competition, like slowly ramping up the level of competition. And like I said, we were talking about earlier, shout out to Jackie Boy, we were talking about like, yeah, I mean, if he's borderline elite right now, and if he beats Whitaker, then he definitely is. Like if he knocks Whitaker out, that's a statement. All right, it's like I don't know, man. Could knock out fucking Brad Tavares. Like Whitaker destroyed Tavares, like knocked him unconscious. Go back and watch that fight, man. He was out. So I don't know, dude. I think Whitaker gets it done, but it wouldn't stun me, man. Whitaker's been hurt. He's been knocked out before himself. Wonder Boy smoked him. Adesanya smoked him basically twice in the first fight. Hurt him and dropped him in the second fight. Till dropped him. Cannonier hurt him. Romero hurt him several times. I mean, Whitaker is KOable. But, I mean, Dricus is too, and the guys he's been fighting, like, yeah, like, I talked about, like, Till's a good striker, but Till was piecing him up a little bit on the feet. I think Whitaker will too. And I think if he tries that, like wonky, crazy shit, like that blitzing forward stuff, I mean, I'll also concede that some of that might just be like he's not really worried about the return fire as much. If he tries that with Whitaker, I think it's going to cost him. I don't know that to be sure. That could be how he ends up winning the fight. Sure, but man, that shit was concerning against Tavares. And it's like, dude, if you try that against like Whitaker, I was thinking during the fights, like you try that against Whitaker or Stylebender or Poetan, you're going to get fucking starched. I think Whitaker's going to knock him out, but Whitaker could be the one that ends up getting knocked out. We'll see. I think Volkanovski is just going to be ground and pounding him. I think Volkanovski is an underrated grappler, but he could, man. If he does, I'll remember that. I'll definitely remember that comment for sure. But yeah, I mean, he definitely. I mean, if he hurts him too, he's live for any kind of sub. Yair is definitely an opportunistic finisher, and he's a very dangerous fighter. So Yair is live. Dricus is live. Pantoja is super duper live. Definitely. My goats. So 2 minutes out. About to start this thing. Let me get my shit ready. I'm going to watch on the iPad. I think I got enough. Well, no, I'm going to watch on my phone so I can put it on. I don't have to put it on Wi-Fi. Just so it doesn't fuck with the signal. I'm back in the computer room, so the signal was a little wonky in here yesterday. Let me, yeah, okay, good. We're good. UFC 290 ceremonial weigh-in. Here we go. Waiting for UFC. All right, cool. All right. Cool. We're locked in. Waiting on you, UFC. right, there's the stare downs. Get to those here in a second. But yeah, Whitaker is in the shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Subscribe to his channel. Whitaker's in the Zhang Li. I think that's a pretty good anchor. I think Minifield gets it done too. I know a couple of you boys are on Crute. Like I said, I don't think it's crazy that Crute is the favorite, but going back and watching that fight and like remembering kind of how it went, it's like I think it should be maybe a little bit more of a pick 'em, like close to that, and especially seeing that Minifield is the dog, like a slight dog. Like, oh yeah, for sure. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Crute fights smart. I think he's a fucking Mollix, dude. He's a lummox. He's a super powered retard. So he could. I mean, he could like go in and just wrestle fuck Minifield and get the submission. But Minifield is, I'll say he's somewhat underrated on the ground because he's so big and strong. He can muscle his way out of bad positions. He's got a pretty good get up game, and his ground and pound is fucking nasty. Like if he's able to reverse Crute, and that's the thing is like Crute will play jujitsu sometimes. If he starts to lose the position, he'll fall to his fucking back. I've seen it before. He's been choked before. Like I don't think Minifield's going to choke him, but I could see some Minifield ground and pound potentially. I just don't think it's a foregone conclusion. It's like, nah, Crute knows what to do. He's going to wrestle him. Boom, end of story. Like maybe. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but Minifield being the dog, yeah, let's sweat it. Let's fucking sweat it, dude. I'm gonna sweat it. I like it. That's anchoring my little 3-piece. See, I like that. I think Petrino fucking obliterates Prachnio and Seaman season for sure. And you already know how I think about the Pantoja fight, or what I think about the Pantoja fight. But let's get this thing going, man. Oh, still waiting on UFC. Keep that on right there. So yeah, while we wait, we'll see. It looked like Crute was dumber in the first fight. But yeah, dude, super powered retards. It's a joke. Neither of them are retarded. They just don't fight very smart in the cage, and they're both kind of big like molluxes. So it's just funny to say that. They're not retarded though, obviously. They just kind of fight like that sometimes. Yeah, no shit, man. Like I told myself to stay away from this one too, and I just couldn't help it, man. I'm gonna blame Jack. It is your fault, Jack. I take no responsibility. I blame the magic honeybee. You're the cause of all my damn problems. Especially you, Garner Gerald. All right. Where the fuck is the UFC, dude? All right, still waiting. So while we're waiting, which fight is gonna Anderson Silva? You absolutely suck. Which one of these fights is gonna fucking be the snoozer, boys? Which one's gonna put us to sleep? While we wait, we'll go to some burning questions. My pick for snoozer of the night is none other than, let me look at the whole card and I'll give you all a better answer. That fight. Like I said, no, I think Noah said it earlier on the earlier stream. I think there's potential for almost every single fight on this card to end in a finish. For real. There's a chance every single one of these fights could end like that. Minifield Crute, as crazy as it sounds, could maybe be snoozer. If Crute is like playing it super safe and is doing a lot of lay and praying, and it's Minifield fighting to get back to his feet, fighting a lot, like splitting his legs along the fence, Crute digging for takedowns, them jockeying for 50-50 positions. I could see this one putting us to sleep, boys. As crazy as that sounds. I know, very counterintuitive. Another contrarian potential snoozer is Robbie and Nico Price. Probably not, right? It's Robbie's last one out. He's probably going to go out on a shield, but I've seen Robbie stand there in shadow box before and just feint and pose, and I don't know, though. Nico usually brings a fight. I think Nico's going to force the fight. And I think Robbie will go out strong. One way or the other, he'll go out on a shield, I think. Man, the main event, too. I hate to say it, but the main event could potentially. And don't act like some Volk fights have it like some of those Max fights weren't the most exciting in the world if you go back and watch them. Sometimes Volkanovski can fight very like conservative and workman-like, where he's just like pumping the jab, throwing the low kicks, like doing a little fence fighting, couple takedown attempts. Like, don't act like y'all have never seen a boring Volk fight. So if he's grappling heavy and Yair is able to survive, I could potentially see this maybe being like a one-sided like Volkanovski affair where it's like the fourth round, it's like, all right, it's enough of this already. Maybe. But like I said, if it's Yair, dude, it's going to be a show stealer type of fight. But snoozer, yeah, I'm going to go contrarian, dude. I'm going to say Lawler and Nico is kind of lackluster. Ends in a decision. I know that sounds a little ridiculous, but maybe Simon. I just think he's gonna knock him out, man. I just don't think Mitchell's gonna survive. Like, if Mitchell can test Simon, I guess, but even if he does, I don't think will make for a pretty exciting fight. Is what I think. So I don't know, dude. I think a lot of these just end in finish. Maybe Rebovich, Kurt. Maybe Kurt can kind of make for a boring fight. If Esteban is like just standing there taking pictures, I could see that maybe being a little boring. But I think Rebovich is gonna knock him out. That's what I think. Where the fuck is this fucking stream? Still waiting on UFC. All right, finally got a commercial. Fucking finally, dude. Tighten up, UFC. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're live. I was like, if this is a commercial, man, like, and then I can't skip through. But now we're good. All right, it has started. So yeah. While we're waiting, though, while we're waiting for them to actually get to it, what's fight of the night, boys? What y'all think? I am feeling Whitaker and Dricus putting on fight of the night. Dricus hurting Whitaker and Whitaker coming back and knocking him out late. I think that's going to be fight of the night. What do y'all think? That's my pick, though. My contrarian for snoozer is Lawler and Price. And then I'm going to say Whitaker, Duplessis is the banger. I feel like the way Dricus fights, Whitaker will get into a fight, dude. He'll get into a dog fight. So I'm like I said, I think Volkanovski is going to be more like performance of the night. I think Pantoja will choke Moreno. That'll be a show stealer type of fight. It's Pantoja's time, man. He's hungry. He wants the belt really fucking bad. He's already beaten Moreno, and he's not taking it lightly, man. You saw how fucking serious he was at the stare downs, and I'm anxious to see what he looks like here. But he looked ready to go, dude. At the presser stare down, he was all fucking business. So, but yeah, fight of the night for me. I think it's going to be Whitaker and DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. Hell, fuck yeah, bud. I can see that too. Yeah, Whitaker will point fight. Whitaker will point fight all day, and if Dricus is just hanging back, getting point fighted, alien life present. What up, General? No, bro, you. You fucking Zach Johnson looking ass myth. Jones versus Stipe 290 UFC 295. Great. Fury versus Ngannou. God, I hope not, man. Tyson is a fucking joker. Turner Hooker for banger or snoozer? Banger. Fair enough. I can see them giving it to Lawler versus Nico for severance package, right? Dude, I would love nothing more for Robbie to knock out Nico Price. That's what I'm hoping for. Wishful thinking, maybe, but I'm going to pick Lawler, dude. Like I said, this is the last chance I'm going to have to pick him. If it doesn't work, fine, but I'm not going to let the record show that I went with Nico just because I thought, oh, well, he's probably going to win. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm riding with Lawler. One more time, man. Ruthless. I'm too pussy to bet him, though. I don't know, man. I don't like the retirement talk and the being 41. It's just a little too much for me. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog, though. He won't scared. He's betting on Lawler. I think a couple other people are too that I respect. So I'm hoping, man. I'm picking him. But we're about to get it started. It sounds like they're doing the. I think this is Bring the Pain. So. This is what happened earlier. All right, Toe Rogan screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah, mute that. I'm telling you, man, why would you want to listen to fucking Toe? Dana Blue. Tried and true. Scumbag through and through. All right, here we go. Here we go, boys. Kirk and Esteban. I have Esteban. I have Esteban in a parlay. And shout out to him for making the weight, man. And he looks obviously much, much better. But yeah, I think he gets it done, man. All right. Zach's dude, Kirk Kirker. The Kirkinator. I do like the move up to 155 for him, though. I think it's better for him. He looks good. He looks the part. Shakes the hand, though, Ribovic. So, yeah, they're about the same size. Ribovic maybe a little bit bigger, but close to a mirror match. Speaking of aliens, dude, Ribovic has an alien-sized noggin. But, yeah, we'll see. Maybe maybe Cam Wellkirk comes out looking like Mushans, but I think he's going to get Chickadee chin checked. Next fight. Jesus Aguilar versus Shannon Ross. All right, Jesus Aguilar. Looking good, happy. Not a big guy, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight. And the GOAT, Shannon Ross. How could he lose if he's the GOAT, right? So there you go. By that logic, he is mentally undefeated. Fucking Shannon Ross. Yeah, Aguilar, as you can see, is in the is in my little 3-piece as well. So yeah, Shannon Ross is bigger, but I mean Ross is bigger. Aguilar is like 3 inches shorter, but I didn't think he looked like I was expecting him to look a little bit shorter than that. I thought Ross was going to maybe like tower over him a little bit, but he's just shorter, a little bit shorter. That ain't even no thing, dude. Now, again, shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Cameron Simon is the first leg of the Zhang Li parlay. I like Cameron to get it done. I think he's a little bit of an underrated prospect. For some reason, people just love to see him or the idea of him losing. I can sympathize with the idea of a prospect losing, but I just think he's a little bit better than people give him credit for. But we'll see, dude. We'll see if he can clean up some of those like greenhorn mistakes, like the fouls and shit. We'll see. Yeah, I think old Seaman's pretty good. I think it is Seaman season. Yep, he looks good, man. They're about the same size, about the same height. I think Mitchell's got a reach, but I think Simon's usually like the smaller guy. Hey, Lana. Hey, Muse. So this fight here, dude, I'm just not going to overthink this one. I think Petrino is going to flatline Prachniow. I think people are going to be reminded how dodgy this dude's chin is. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that right now, about Fury and all that shit. He's done. He's coming. All the time he's coming. Yeah, I just think Petrino is not going to be some like deer in the headlights Khalil Roundtree where he's just like overthinking it and like, oh man, this guy's like outpointing me, like, and then starts having some kind of like weird PTSD or something. Like I think that or like William Knight, like whatever the fuck he has going on. I don't even know, man. I just don't think he's gonna have some like mental like weirdness or mental like, you know, block or something. I think he's just gonna fucking march him down. Like he's a big dude too, man. He's big, he's a little bit bigger than Prachniow actually, who's a pretty fucking big light heavyweight. I think Petrino is just going to fucking crush him, honestly. That's a big boy, baby. So that's the early prelims. Shout out to the 5 people in here, man. Double duty. Usually these, when I split them up, usually they don't do too well. For some reason, the algorithm doesn't like it. But I appreciate the support. Nonetheless. All right, here we go. Here's the dude. I don't know why these fights like this. I mean, I guess it's just the degeneracy, the memeability of it. Minifield, like I said, both these dudes look like superheroes when they get on scales, and they're just, like I said, they're just super powered retards. A little bit of hyperbole, but you get the gist. They both get up there and look like a superhero, but then they kind of fight like a, they get up there and fight like mongoloids. So I just, which one of these dudes is going to be more effective and which one is, I don't know if necessarily smarter is the thing. That's funny, dude. Intense but respectful. Should be a good one, man. We'll see how dedicated Jim Crute is to the takedown and how effective he is. Because that's the thing too, and that's the thing that's I'll get back to that, but yeah, you don't think Minifield knows that Crute is just going to be desperately trying to take him down now? What if Jimmy catches an uppercut? Just something to think about. All right, here we go, man. This is one of my favorite dogs of the night. Let's go, Denisa Gomes. Let's fucking go. Let's go, dude. Yeah. Here's Yasmin Hargi. She points the hand to the sky. Kisses towards the crowd. Handshake. They're about the same size. I expected Hargi to be like massively bigger than her. She's really not. She's a little bit bigger, but yeah, let's fucking go, Denisa Gomes. Show everyone who the real fucking prospect is, dude. If Gomes wins this fight, watch how people mug off Hargi. But I'm out of order a little bit. My bad. Here we go. Chairez, another late notice replacement. I can't remember who Tatsuro was supposed to fight. It was a fight that was a week or two ago. But shout out to Chairez for making the catch weight. Dude, some fighters can't even make the fucking catch weight. So shout out to him for making that. Here we go. I'm happy. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, I think he puts him away. I think like I said, I think Chairez is going to be a tough little bastard to sub, and I think Tatsuro is just going to have to kind of pound on his face. And I think he'll do just that. Oosh. Yeah, so they're about the same size. Man, very intense stare down. And they have to be separated. Very intense. It's probably been the most intense one yet. Well, Crute Minifield was, but they dapped up at the end. So I would say that one, there was woo! They're ready to get after it. The tension is palpable, boys. Here we go, Lawler and Nico. Can't believe I have these so bad out of order. All right, Nico Price. Nico's looking pretty big, dude. Where's that ringworm? I couldn't really see it. Was it a Photoshop? Did we get bamboozled? I didn't see any of the Matthew Mara rickety cricket fucking ringworm. I didn't see it. Here we go. Ruthless. One last time. Come on, Robbie. Very respectful. Nico's a little bit taller. I mean, it should be fun. I don't know, man. I think they'll probably get after it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Harrell and Della is off. That's kind of throwing me off too. But yeah, I think Nickel gets it done, man. It's not that Woodburn has no chance at all. That'd be a little naive, but like I said, I think Nickel's about 75. I'm about 75 to 80% certain that Nickel gets it done. And it's not that like Nickel will go in and it'll be like, oh, well, you should give him 100% chance to win. Like he'll look like that after the fact probably, but it's just his like not being that experienced and Woodburn just being dangerous. Like he's a short, compact dude that's going to be trying to chin him. So he's probably going to get taken down in sub though. So I'm picking Nickel. Don't worry. Okay, here we go. The tarantula, the overweight tarantula, and the blonde thing. I don't even know what you call Hooker. He just looks so weird with that hair. It's bugging me out, dude. I don't like it at all. All right, here we go. What's Turner looking like? Yeah, he's a good bit bigger than Dan Hooker. And he'll probably, I mean, he definitely looks better than he did earlier, and he'll look even better tomorrow. So I don't know, man. I don't even know what that was earlier today. Y'all tell me. All right, here we go. Jack's boy. South Africa's greatest hope. Yep. Dricus looks good. He always does. So does Whitaker. I mean, Whitaker's a pro. This is a great fight, man. Just as a fan, it's sick. No fucking doubt about it. I think Whitaker is just slightly in the next tier. But if Dricus wins, he will ascend to that level for sure. And Whitaker has like a fucking 12 pack when he flexes. Very intense. Dricus a little bit bigger. Whew. It's gonna be a good one, dude. I think that could be fight of the night, man. Let's take a closer look, Toe Rogan. Yeah, so well aware of the fact that Brandon Moreno is the champion. Also well aware that he's much better than he was the last time him and Pantoja fought. It was 5 years ago. Pantoja was in his late 20s. He's now getting into his mid 30s. And Moreno is, like 29? So I get why Moreno's the favorite. Sort of. Kind of. He's the champion, rightfully so. I mean, he rightfully beat Figueiredo, but I was talking about it earlier, man. People are just like getting this idea, I think, that, oh, well, Moreno beat Figueiredo in the fourth fight, and he's just the way better fighter now, and he's just cleans everyone else. It's just like, maybe he beats Pantoja, but Pantoja already beat him twice. Very non-controversially. Like I said, Moreno's a different fighter, but I don't think Pantoja is like, oh, well, that was Pantoja, now he's washed. That was the old Pantoja, now he's just done. It's like, I don't think so, man. He's been looking pretty fucking good. Granted, like Perez and Kopp and Royval are not Moreno, but Royval's a pretty decent win. I mean, Kopp and Perez are good wins, but they're not on Moreno's level. I'm well aware of that too. I'm not that fucking stupid. But I'm taking Pantoja because I think the wins over Moreno, whether Moreno's a better fighter or not, and he clearly is, I just think I think that does give him, if something happens and Moreno gets put into a bad spot, I think it is going to give him a little PTSD. Now, you could go the other way with it, and Moreno bettors and backers obviously will. That, oh, well, it actually gives Moreno the edge. Well, he's already been through, this shit with Pantoja. And it doesn't always work that way, though. Sometimes a guy can just have another dude's number, stylistically. Like I said, I'm picking Pantoja for a few different reasons. It's not just, oh, he beat Moreno twice, that's the end of the story. No, that's not why I'm picking Pantoja. It's not why he's my favorite flyweight. He's like crazy dedicated to getting to the back and getting the finish when he wants to. Like, his doggedness to, like, when he decides that he wants, like, no, I'm going to grapple you, I'm going to choke you. His back tech is nasty. And I think Moreno's going to freak out when he takes his back again. I just think it's his time, man. I think he is fucking dialed in. He knows this is a shot. This is his fucking 8 Mile Eminem, dude. His Eminem moment. I think it's time, man. And new 3-0. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go, Cannibal. And if he loses, Moreno's on fucking steroids. And he got caught slash Moreno's on steroids. No, I'm just kidding, man. No, I don't hate Moreno. He's an elite fighter. Good is an understatement. He's an elite fighter. But they're still like, they're like a mirror match as far as size. Pantoja ain't fucking around, dude. All right, here we go. Let's see what Tuba has to say. Tell him, dog. Let's fucking go, dude. I love that he doesn't need the interpreter either. Let's see what the Lego Master has to say. What do you think, Lana? Yeah, I know. You don't like it either. All right. One more left, dude. Who's 35? Who? Who? You talking about Pantoja, dog? He's 33. Who's 35? Volk? Volk's 34. Nico's 33. Oh, you're talking about Minifield. Okay. Gotcha. Well, your fucking face is 35. How about that? How about I take Cageroni, my jabronis, just immediately RKO'd Carcass and just dome you upside the fucking face with it. Oh my God. Do you have something you'd like to say to me? Maybe. We'll see. We're about to find out right now. I see that you made a new account. Yeah, your fucking butt was 35. Okay. You can be cool and chill. I'm a man that believes in forgiveness. But you know how I feel about the things that I've said. I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, I think Volk is the side, but Rodriguez is live. Especially if they're standing. I think it would be very risky for Volkanovski to just have a kickboxing match. But I don't think he could, like, it's crazy that Volk could win a kickboxing match. Like, he's the better boxer. He has professional boxing experience. Yair, it's at a pretty low level, but Yair does not really have hands like that. Like, they've gotten better. He's got like a pretty good 1-2, but if they're just boxing, dude, Volk's gonna piece him up. But where we know that Yair's game is the kicking. He does have a taekwondo background. He has incredibly dexterous hips and legs. His legs get around quick for spin kicks and hook kicks, and he's got a nasty front kick. Roundhouse is ridiculous. Did he fucking throw tornado kicks and shit? Like he's a really dangerous striker, and he can be unorthodox too. He can be a little wonky. So Volk's gonna have to be on his P's and Q's for sure, and Rodriguez is definitely gonna go for it, man. This is another one where it's like this is his time. It's not like he'll never get another title shot again, but like I think this is, gonna be one of his better looks at it. He's not old, but he's 30. This is a good time for him to put his stamp on things, and if he's going to do it, this is a pretty good time to become champion and, you know, see if you can put a little, you know, title defense run together. But yeah, I think Volkanovski is just probably the GOAT. I think we probably see that on Saturday. But like I said, I'll definitely be happy for my dude Aaron. I know he's on Yair, and I'll be happy for him if it cashes. I don't feel so confident in Volk that I'm gonna lay the chalk on that. It's not worth it, man. Yair's too dangerous, so I'll give him that respect at least to just stay away from it. He's gonna fight his ass off. It might not end up working out, but he will fight for your money. So I think that makes for a pretty good dog usually. That's why I'm on Pantoja and Gomes. I think they're gonna fight for my money. I think, you know, their lines are both a little off, especially Gomes. All right, so Rodriguez, pretty respectful. Volk's going to be respectful too. He's usually a class act. It's going to be pretty, unfortunately, like the main events, like when they like do these little like, in fact, I like that. I like that style. I'm going out there. I'm going to squash him. I'm going to do my thing. I like that style. I think that's how every fighter should approach it. We can be cool as fuck before and afterwards. When we're in there, you're my enemy, and I'm going to fucking wreck you. I think that's how every fighter should be mentally. So yeah, man, I'm pumped for these fights, dude. I am extremely excited for these fights. I have been shitting all over some of these cards, and rightfully so, because a lot of them deserve to be shat upon. But I'm also going to give credit where it's due. Like, this is your main card. That's pretty solid, dude. Pretty fucking solid. Those are two sweet title fights. The Coco is dank. Turner Hooker is whatever. Nickel Woodburn is going to be probably whatever too. But that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I give that like a solid B plus. The main card's solid B plus, A minus. The prelims are not terrible. All right, I'll give him a second chance. Yair TKO, he breaks Volk's arm and tries to go. The ref steps in. Yair keeps kicking. Volk, yeah, like I'm not betting him, but I'll take it. I'll take Volk as the pick. Thoughts on John Jones versus Stipe finally being announced for UFC 295 in NYC in November? I think this is a completely unnecessary fight. I get that like Stipe is one of the better heavyweights ever. You can make somewhat of an argument that he's one of the GOATs. I don't think he is, but you can make an argument at least and not sound like a total fucking dumbass. But I think the writing is on the wall here. Sorry, there's trains that go by here. Apologies for the But I think that Jones is going to fucking destroy him. That's my thought on that, K. Gironi. I agree. And I really, that's what kind of what it's like. I don't want them to make some fucking interim fight where now we have to wait another year to see John. John's going to fight like the end of fucking 2024. Like, he is an inactive fighter. I know he smoked Gone, but that is the first time he fought in fucking whenever. So because of that, they're going to be like, oh, it doesn't matter how inactive he is. He's going to come in and just be John Jones. So that's less incentive for them to like push the fights quicker and make them. I don't know, man. It definitely should have been Pavlovich. I don't like that. It just seems like it's have to give Stipe this shot. Why? Remember what happened the last time Stipe was out there? Anybody remember? He got motherfucking shadow round. And he's 40-something now. Jones is going to fucking obliterate him, dude. Jones is going to crush Stipe. Gone and Francis was very competitive. Gone and Jones was like a grown man beating the shit out of a fucking like 10-year-old kid. Jones is going to obliterate Stipe. Would it be cool if Stipe knocked him out? Fuck yes, it would. I can't stand John Jones, but he is that dude. He will. God, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Stipe. How Jones looked, how inactive Stipe's been. Good gosh almighty. I think if you're a Stipe fan, man, you might even not want to watch it, dude. I don't know, man. Yeah, they'll market the fuck out of that. You're right. You're right. I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. I don't like it one fucking bit. So back to 290. I'm not going too heavy on this card. If I do make any late picks or late bets and decide to make them official, I will drop them in the dome. But as of right now, I think I'm just going to stick with this slate here. I think I'm just going to be disciplined. And there's just kind of some weird spots. There's some spots where I'd just rather wait and see. But I'm taking the shot. This one is a sweaty parlay. And I might be overlooking Jimmy Crute, but I just feel like Minifield's going to starch him. There's been like Jimmy Crute is not 23 going on 24. He's like 28 now or something, right? 27, 28. That's kind of like, you're kind of getting into like Brendan Allen territory. We're like, no, this is just the way the dude fights. The dude's going to try and beat you at your. He's got a little bit of that Brendan Allen. He's a little bit of 205 Brendan Allen. Where he's like, nah, I'm better at this than you are. Okay, you sure? All right, here we go. That's kind of how he fights. For real. It's what he did to Paul Craig. Look how he fought Minifield. What were you thinking? Banging with him. Letting him get on top of you. It's like, that's not oh yeah, he'll just make that adjustment. Will he? And again, to think that impossible for Minifield to make any kind of adjustment. Nah. He's just, I mean, like, again, I'm joking about them both being retards, but like, oh, but Crute is all of a sudden going to wisen up, but Minifield won't. Minifield won't make any adjustments. Nah, he's just a lug, but Crute is now a genius. Okay. We'll see. So yeah, just putting Minifield in there made it nice and tasty, and that will put me in the green. It's risky though, for sure. Crute's the better grappler. He could take him down, sub him. I'm aware of that. I not Minifield is my most confident pick, but I just feel like he's gonna knock him out. It wasn't too long ago, and it was a lot of damage. So yeah, let's fucking go. But that is that. This is this. I liking Gomes. I think she's being overlooked here. I think Haragi's going to overlook her. People think Haragi's invincible, man, because she's got this shiny record. If Lucindo and Nunes are hurting you and dropping you on your ass, I think Gomes has got a good chance to put you the fuck out. And I got a few shillings that says she does just that. And let's fucking go, dude. It's Pantoja season. And as every week, shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA, the Zhang Li Parlay Boys. Selmon, Petrino, Alonzo Minifield, the Reaper, and the Cannibal. Come on, man. The Cannibal and the Reaper, those two nicknames together in a parlay, it's got to hit, dude. Right? Airtight logic. Now, let's fucking go, man. Make sure you check out my dude Aaron the Dog MMA's content. Give the Wednesday stream a like. Might be the last time we see Lou Betcha on there for a while. I said, I don't know exactly. Shout out to Lou. I don't know exactly what happened or what's going on with him. He said he was going to talk about it. I was not in his stream last night for too long, so I'm going to have to ask around about that. But whatever he's got going on, or he alluded to maybe not being able to, or maybe not being doing content, something like that. But whatever it is, shout out to him. All the best. What else was I going to say? But yeah, let's fucking go. Zhang Li parlay. That's the Aaron the Dog MMA special. Alonzo versus Crute couldn't make up better names for low IQ. Yeah. It's gonna be it's a Bobo fight, dude. They just scratch and gravel now. That's why I think it should kind of be like a pick 'em. Especially if I don't know. I feel like there's refs that would have stopped that. He was pretty fucked up. Like Minifield fucked him up pretty bad. That power is not going anywhere. And I'm just not completely convinced that Crute's just going to be smarter. And again, that's the other side of the coin. Not Minifield is not. He's just going to get Crute's going to get smarter. He's going to get instantly stupider. It's like that's Jimmy Crute, dude. He's still a young knucklehead. Like Minifield might be the more mature fighter, as crazy as that sounds. Crazy, right? I don't know. We're gonna see. But yeah, that's my slate, man. Unit and a half. If it all falls apart, I'm still down less than $50. So whatever, man. I'll take it. That's worst case scenario, though. If I have a winning weekend, if I have a good weekend, I'm in the green for the first time this year. I'm not going to get down if it doesn't happen, but I've had 2 good weeks in a row. Trying to make it 3 in a row. Let's fucking go, boys. Best of luck to all y'all, man. For real. All my online buddies that gamble, that cap, regardless of involvement, investment, or level of professionalism, I do wish you all the best of luck, sincerely. I know I talk a lot of shit, but I do mean that. And yeah, support my dude Aaron the Dog MMA, Pub Sports Radio, Addicted to Combat. Like I said, I'll be in the pub stream Saturday night talking my shit. Hopefully winning the contest again. I'm gonna win it again, dude. I'm just gonna fucking do it. And then what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll be back Monday to eat crow or to gloat. Hopefully more the latter, but we'll see. I think there'll be some good fights though, man. I'm excited for them. I think the early prelims start at 6, prelims at 8, main card 10. But boys, I think that's just about my time. I think that I'm going to make this an hour and a half stream. Get on with my Friday evening. And I'll let y'all get on with y'all's. But I really do appreciate y'all kicking back with your bud for a little bit, talking some shit, calling your shots. Best of luck to you. Get the song going. Yeah, not a bad stream. Like I said, it's tough to get traffic on the 2 time a day streams, but it was fun. I don't regret doing it at all. It's going to make for some good fights. Even Turner missing weight, the fight still goes on. Unfortunately for Harrell or Harrell, well, maybe fortunately, because like that shit with him sounds really serious, and I'm glad that they were able to catch that. So shout out to them, the team that, or whoever, the medical professional that caught it. Could end up being life-saving for him. A little bit of a bummer for Jack Della, but it is what it is, man. It's a dude, like it's the dude's life, kind of at this point. So it is what it is. But shout out to everybody that came through, man. Y'all know who you are. Best of luck to you. Like I said, shout out to Addicted to Combat. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to MMA Engine 2. Forgot about them. And shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. And yeah, boys, have a good weekend, dude. Best of luck with all your picks and bets. Enjoy the fights. Oh yeah, and last but certainly not least, shout out to the motherfucking Dome. Shout out to our Dome, the best group chat in the world. Shout out to the leader, the General Alex Ramirez. Appreciate him coming through. So yeah, man, I'll be up in the Dome talking shit. Hopefully cashing some bets. Best of luck to you boys. Have a good weekend. Have fun. I'll be back Monday. This has been just my 2 cents. I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.